All right then, introducing first your current and reigning Premier Pro Wrestling King of the Iron Man, Marcus the King Smith. There he is in all his glory. Marcus Smith. Yes, PPW does have a King of the Iron Man division. Typically a 30-minute match where the man with the most pinfalls and submissions at the end of that 30 minutes is the winner. That tells you something about Marcus, currently the King Smith. And his opponent hails from the Premier Pro Wrestling Training Academy, Heavy Metal Jake Hazard. They like to call this kid crazy. I say he's crazy like a fox. This literally is his own music. Someday Jake is gonna emotionally mature enough to go ahead and hit me up and give me the name of his band, because this is them playing loud and proud. In my day, we used to call that networking. Referee, I'm going to ask you to get the gear out of the ring before they get started. And if you boys don't behave while he's out there, what happens? Bye, Felicia, you will be disqualified.
The king never breaks the rules.
No, but I'm here to tell you, the king does break wins. And it's not fun. It's not pretty, folks. Remember now, this first round is 8 minutes. 8 minutes. The object here in this first round is the first guy to eliminate his opponent over the top rope will win this first round in advance.
Ring the bell.
Here we go. Marcus the King Smith, Heavy Metal, Jake Hazard. Jack, if you're listening this week, and you know who I'm talking about, Jack, appreciate this, man. Last week we had a young man from Los Angeles area, the Hollywood area, tune in for the first time, and he looked through a lot of stuff. You know, this is Premier Pro Wrestling. We are doing so many things with such a little budget. I mean, we are the epitome of the term shoestring budget. Jack says, yes, we could use better effects. Yes, we do need another camera. Ooh, and Jake Hazard will not release the head of Marcus the King Smith, and we sure as shit could use somebody else doing commentary with me. However, we work with what we have, and let me tell you guys something, Jack, if you're listening, this is what I want to thank you for. You looked through all that, and you saw the heart and soul of what a successful wrestling company looks like, and that is the talent roster. And what I found for knocking around with Premier Pro Wrestling for the last 10 years is this, that the talent is rising to the occasion, and all of a sudden the things we need in production start to appear. So we're right where we should be. Uh-oh, and Jake Hazard is trying to launch the king over the top rope early. That would be a real short first fall, wouldn't it? And it looks like, okay, Marcus is out of harm's way. Remember, the object here is to throw your opponent out over the top rope and be the first one to do so. His feet hit the floor, and you won that first fall. And look at Marcus, even his mustache looks nervous. Jake is strong as an ox. And Mark is, well, crafty. Let's just say crafty. He'll do anything in a wrestling ring to advance. You know Mark represents. He represents that a-hole that we all work with, that we can't stand, that we have to pretend that we like. Marcus keeping control of Jake Hazard with the headlock takedown. It was a nice headlock takedown. Jake Hazard with those monstrosity legs. And yes, those are some big-ass legs. Uh-oh. And there goes the King trying to get out of that ring, and Jake won't let him out. Jake's got... Oh, see what I mean? The King is a crafty one, huh? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Jake loves to do those Roman deadlifts. I call them straight-legged deadlifts, but kids like to complicate things.
You are going to play by the rules. Thank you very much.
This is just Marcus being Marcus. And what he's trying to do is get into the head of Jake Hazard. Jake is half nuts, yes, but he's not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. He's crazy like a fox, I like to say. And big as a house. He's got to be about 230 pounds, 235 pounds. He's got a 30-pound weight advantage over Marcus the King Smith, who is no slouch. Marcus the King Smith is an avid runner. He pays a lot of attention to how far he runs and what the times are on the runs and how he runs different intervals 5 days a week. Uh-oh, Jake Hazard getting creative, loves it. The King, has the King even tried to get Jake out over the top yet? I don't know, but hey, Marcus is still hanging in there, even though it's been mostly Jake Hazard up to this point. Oh, he bit him! He bit him in the calf, I think. I told you before, Marcus will do anything in that ring. He bit him right in the calf. I sure hope Jake got his, not rabies shot, tetanus. Take it from me, this is a shoot. I got bit in the head by Ming Haku. You guys remember him, a former WCW hardcore champion, former king of the ring, King Haku for World Wrestling Entertainment. I got bit in the forehead and I had to get a tetanus shot. So I'm not kidding, it's not just me being funny. Irish whip, the King drops down. Oh, and he cuts Jake off and drops a knee to the sternum. The mind is mightier than the bosom. Marcus the King Smith, Jake Hazard, tearing that ass up to try to get their first fall. Referee Danny Dixon, man bun game strong. I cannot wear the top man bun. As a matter of fact, any form of my man bun sucks. The only time you'll see me wearing it is when I work out. Guess what? You won't see wearing it because I work out at home. There are 5 minutes gone. 3 minutes remain. Jake Hazard firing Marcus in. Jake Hazard drops down. Oh, and they knock heads, and Marcus tries to steal the small package of Jake Hazard with that incredible superhuman strength. And look at Marcus trying to hang on for dear life. Well, look at Marcus's mustache, says it all. Is that a nervous mustache or is that a nervous mustache? Oh! No, I'm going to call this every minute on the minute till we hit 8 minutes. So far, Marcus has bit Jake. Marcus has raked the eyes of Jake. And I'll tell you, we're coming up in that 6-minute mark. It would certainly be anticlimactic, wouldn't it, if this thing ends up being a draw in the first round. 6 minutes gone, 2 minutes remain. 2 minutes left in the match. Danny Dixon trying to keep control out there. How easy can it be when you're dealing with well, I'm going to go ahead and call him a mental midget, Marcus the King Smith. Now he's controlling Jake right now. He's not trying to throw him out over the top, but he's got to wear him down so he can, because Jake is 35 pounds heavier than the King is. The King. That's pretty funny, isn't it? Big knee to the sternum. Marcus the King Smith cuts him off with a face full of turnbuckle. Here's what thing, Marcus the King Smith takes a lot of time. a monkey flip, calling his shot, and it worked that time. Nice monkey flip by the king. Don't be hating. Don't be hating on the king. 1 minute left in the match. 1 minute left in the match. And we haven't seen one elimination yet. Marcus goes up for another monkey flip. Oh! Winner of the first fall, Jake Hazard. The 1 minute rest period has begun. Now they're supposed to stay away from each other for the 1 minute. Why do we put the 1 minute rest period in there? Not sure if you kids ever seen World of Sport, but European Championship Wrestling, European style wrestling. It was rounds, 5 minute rounds, 8 minute rounds, 10 minute rounds, with 1 to 2 minutes in between rest period, much like boxing. I can see that Marcus the King Smith and Jake Hazard have not come out prepared with water nor towels. God bless them. 30 seconds left. In 30 seconds, they're going to get it on for round 2. And ref, what is this next round? Pinfall or submission? Here comes a submission round. You can see Marcus the King Smith doing the bridge. And Jake Hazard over there, very subdued for Jake Hazard. He's not taking his first fall lead for granted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Submission fall, my friends. Here we go. This should be interesting. And yes, it slowed down a little bit. Marcus the King Smith in that guard position. He can be very comical from time to time. I'm talking about Marcus, but he is no slouch when it comes to wrestling holds, as you can see. The thing that's cool about submissions is this. Yes, size will always play a part in it, but on the other hand, man, there's how size plays a part. Jake Hazard is going for the kill early. He's got a very powerful, full Nelson. I would say the oldest wrestling hold in the sport, I'm talking days of Greece before Christ, would be the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. However, second would have to be the full Nelson. And Jake has perfected that thing, and he's perfected that thing like the late, great Hercules Hernandez, or for example, Billy Jack Haynes. If you remember one of the WrestleManias, they faced each other in a full Nelson match at WrestleMania. Jake Hazard going low, Marcus the King Smith in the guard, and Jake Hazard comes up again, and there it is, the Boston Crab on the King. But look at, the King is very smart as he's twisting a little bit to that side, and he's trying like hell to get to the ropes to break this thing, because Jake is really cinched back. Marcus the King Smith, look at how red those ears are. If you don't think this Boston Crab is painful, I don't know what to tell you. Why don't we send... Oh, and Marcus powers out with those legs. Again, an avid runner, my friends. He's got endurance, too. Jake's got power, Mark's got endurance. Mark has no shame. Marcus with a snap suplex on Jake Hazard. Now, I'll tell you something. Mark is just about big enough to get Jake over as far as body weight goes. He's in shape enough to do so. The thing is, and it's really true what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. When a guy Jake Hazard size takes that back suplex, he hits harder. All you got to do is the math times the inertia, ba, 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 ba. Now, body scissors, Marcus the King Smith trying to keep control of Jake and maybe even get that win via submission with the body scissors. But look at the incredible upper body strength of Jake Hazard. He's facing the camera on that. And that was a headbutt to the gut. And there's Jake working on the midriff to Marcus the King Smith, and he's trying to get him back in. But look at this. Marcus the King Smith that time put that Boston Crab attempt, thwarted it. He effing thwarted it, and now he's got the upper hand on Jake again. Here's the thing. Why does Marcus always have to call his shot? He's not even big enough to wrap around him, and Jake's got him back in there full Nelson, and Marcus gets to the rope again. Marcus the Science Smith, Marcus the Carcass, fears the full Nelson. He's back in it, though. Look how desperate he is. He's twisting, he's turning, he's trying to... Oh, Oh, and he muscled his way out of that full Nelson. Back to the body scissor. Well, he did control Jake for a good minute there. He's got Jake reeling. Marcus is wrestling a good ground game here. Just out of harm's way. Jake can't quite reach him. Marcus is releasing one leg, and he's got the left arm. Must not be satisfied with the body scissor. When he goes for the hammer lock, Jake gets to the ropes, but Marcus taking every bit of that 5 seconds before he releases it. Jake's struggling at this point. We are halfway through this. 4 minutes gone. Remember, folks, your object here is to submit your man. The first man to a submission will be the winner of the submission round. This is the second fall. If you're just tuning in, Jake Cassidy won the first fall by eliminating Marcus the King Smith from the top, over the top rope to the floor. That was the object in the first fall. Triathlon matches, Triathlon Tournament tonight. And Jake with some open palms to the midsection, and they're working. Oh, there's a nice backdrop. Jake almost sat on his face. That would not have been fun by any stretch of the imagination. Wait, I don't know what you kids are into today. I'm just saying if it was me, and Jake is going back to that full Nelson, which he's been very successful with around here. He's got it locked in. The King is nowhere near the ropes right now. The King is oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, watch what you pray for. Watch what you pray for. Oh! 5 minutes gone, 3 minutes remain. Marcus the King Smith able to fall on Jake Cassidy, roll through, and now he's just having a field day on the breastbone, the breastplate, if you will, of Jake Cassidy. That hurts, folks. That's smarts. You can hear Jake in agony. Jake's no pussy either, folks. No, what's Marcus going for? He's calling them degenerates. He's calling us degenerates. And it looks like he's going for the toe hold. Jake went to pump him off but couldn't. He didn't have enough juice this time. And Marcus has got the figure 4 leg lock locked in on heavy metal Jake Cassidy. It is locked in. Marcus the King Smith just basically having his way with Jake out here. Now what it's going to be about is how much can Jake Cassidy take and keep moving forward. 6 minutes gone, 2 minutes remain. There's a little pink belly. Jake's knees, man, the knees, the patella tendons, the patellas, the ACL. Oh, Jake Cassidy on the reverse. But wait, Marcus rolls it through again. Marcus with the hole at bottom rope. He tapped. The winner of the submission round, or the submission fall, Marcus the King Smith. We are tied at 1 fall apiece. Therefore, the 1 minute rest period has begun. The third and final fall will be the first man to pinfall. You men will have 8 minutes. 8 minutes. That was actually a smart piece of wrestling by Marcus the King Smith, folks. You know, and like I said in the beginning, you can't take anything away from him. Was it popular to hold the bottom rope? Unbeknownst to the referee was too focused on Jake Cassidy, and also the skullduggery of Jake trying to roll it through. But in the same token, it was effective. If Jake would have won that one, Marcus would have been eliminated tonight. Marcus the King Smith is playing with his collarbone. Heavy metal Jake Cassidy is putting weight on that, both legs actually, but I'm more concerned about the left leg. Looks like his right leg seems to be the one that he's stumbling with. 30 seconds. Marcus the King Smith knows he's not in the catbird seat. He just tied things up. He's not fighting from underneath, but he's got a long way to go. 8 minutes to try to pin one half of PPW Tag Team Champions Jake Cassidy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Third fall. Now remember, the winner of this fall advances tonight in the final fall and could end up tonight winning this tournament, Triathlon Tournament. Tell us how you feel about this. Oh, and I'm talking about the triathlon matches, the series of triathlon matches. Now, we get down to business, and this is the first man to a pinfall here. Let's see if he gets underneath him. Oh, and Marcus the King. Oh, it would have been a great finish, folks. Gotta give the King credit for hanging tough, but here comes Jake Haslett. Jake's got a lot of pride. Here he goes in for the pinfall. He's going to try to, nope. I thought he was going to try to get while the getting's good, but Marcus the King Smith was able to roll out of harm's way. Jake with a snap suplex, and he floats over. Gets about a 1.75 count, I'm going to call it. The hand hit too, but let's face it, he kicked out before the hand hit, or about the same time. Jake focused on the back now, Marcus. And he's got Marcus bent up and under control. See that chicken wing grip. Marcus pressing back with the legs, and he gets a 1.7 count on the back of Jake Haslett. That was smart. Jake rolls him up. Here he goes again. That's a 2 count on either side. Nope. And yeah, I would hate to be between the legs of one Jake Haslett. Not sure how Marcus got out of it. It looks like he bit him again. I know Marcus is smiling. He's proud of something out there. Drops an elbow on the torso. Heavy metal Jake Haslett. Isn't Jake built like a brick shithouse, folks? These guys have been going at it now for what, 20 minutes almost? Irish whip reversed by the bigger man. Hip toss, goes right in for the cover, and he knows it's not a lot of time, 8 minutes, man. Everything you're doing there has got to count. You got to go for the pinfalls every time you got your guy knocked out. That hip toss took the air out of Marcus. So did that forearm strike, nicely placed by Jake Haslett. He's not playing, man. Marcus is in the corner in a bucket. Here comes the Irish whip across. Marcus up and over, and he outsmarted one Jake Haslett as Jake got a face full of turnbuckle. But here it is again, Marcus the King Smith. How can we like him when he gets to pat himself on the back for every offensive move he gets right? And there goes Marcus. Oh, and that one backfired. That one backfired as he got kicked right in the solar plexus, or right around there. Jake just squashed him. Nothing pretty about that. Big tackle sends the King reeling. Jake trying to get out, but you can see the fatigue. See, yeah, it's been about 20 minutes they've been in that ring so far, folks. Marcus with a nice piece of human chest with the Russian leg sweep. No. That's why you got to hand it to Marcus the King Smith. He slid that Russian leg sweep in and floated over for the cover and almost got it. What was it, 2.5? 2 and change. These guys are both showing signs of wear at this point. Marcus the King Smith. Oh, and that's going to hurt the neck. Not to mention the ears. That's how you cauliflower those ears, or box those ears. Jake is in harm's way, man. He's in trouble right now. He needs a little kick in the ace. What's Marcus doing? See what he's setting him up for? Just a skull breaker again. 4 minutes gone, 4 remain. And that'll box the ears, hurt that already struggling neck, floats over for the pinfall and almost caught Jake off guard for a pinfall. Big knee to the sternum. 1, 2, and yes. Everything's coming up. Marcus the King Smith right now. Jake Haslett in a world of trouble. Back to the head and, I'm sorry, the neck and back as he grabs a hold of that head. Jake's in trouble. If nothing else, Marcus is controlling him right now in between pinfall attempts. The object again is to pin your man out there. But Jake will have none of that. He won't do business. He's getting up. Oh, and there's that chin breaker. And Marcus has no choice but to flutter back and try to regroup if he can. 5 minutes gone, 3 remain. There's a knee to, I want to say, the floating ribs. It was not quite to the stomach. It was to the floating ribs. Jake Haslett in trouble. They've been going at it for 21 minutes now. Marcus the King Smith keeping control. Again, the object here is to pin your man, but Marcus is keeping control of Jake, hopefully, between the pinfall attempts. Jake is in trouble, so it's obviously working. Jake Hazard, who would have thunk it, folks? Who would have thunk it? Marcus tonight is wrestling a brilliant, kind of human chess-like match. He's got Jake in the corner. Face full of turnbuckle. 6 minutes gone, 2 minutes remain. And Marcus had better start going for pinfall attempts soon. Reversed by Jake Hazard. Oh, this time Marcus got caught watching the paint dry. Oh! And Marcus the King Smith got dumped on his noggin. That's it. Jake can't get over for the cover. He can't get over for the cover. Jake took as much out of him as it did Marcus. Unbelievable. Marcus is up. Jake is up. Here we go. Big elbow. Big clothesline. And a nice scoop slam. And he puts the nail into the coffin. He's got to go for the cover. The object here is to pin him. I think he's wasting time. He should have went in for the kill. That's just me. All right, he's going for another electric chair. I think he's showing off, in my opinion. Marcus the King Smith rolls it through with a handful. Oh! At 7 minutes and 6 seconds, your winner and advancing in tonight's Triathlon Match Tournament, Marcus the King Smith. Introducing first, one half of Premier Pro Wrestling's Tag Team Champions, Badass Brandon Campbell. And his opponent on his 21st birthday, current and reigning PPW Challenge Pro Champion, the relentless Jay Leone. This music was produced by Jay's father. That's a shoot, folks, and hopefully someday we'll get more information on that for you too. In my day, we called it networking. You know, use young people today that learn how to network or take any opportunity to cross-promote are the ones that are going to succeed in this world in whatever you do. Isn't that a beautiful title for the Challenge Pro title? It's a nice belt. It's his first singles championship, even though Challenge Pro is triple threat match. And once again, my friends, this match, the first fall will be via elimination. Okay? It'll be 8 minutes long, and the first man to eliminate his opponent over the top rope to the floor advances. Second fall will be via submission. And if needed, the third fall again will be via pin. As soon as Danny Dixon is ready, we're going to get rolling. Here we go. We're off. The timer is set. Yes, these guys are definitely different shape, different sizes. But they both bring something really special to the table. Number one, all right, I'm not going to question that. Jay would have done the same thing if he thought of it first. And there it goes. They keep trying to throw each other right over the top. That's the object here, this opening match, or this opening fall, I'm sorry. Now, you can see Badass Brandon Campbell has the size advantage. The kid stands 6'4", 230 pounds. Jay Leone, all legs, ass, and shoulders. About 205 pounds. A lot of power in that compact frame. As you can see, he's holding his own. He's going toe-to-toe with the bigger man, the larger man, the taller man. But at the end of the day, the taller man wins out with the headlock. Fires him off. Nice tackle. And Brandon goes right for it. Oh, and Jay Leone. Boom. There you go. There's a kiss for you, Brandon. A kiss from old Jay. Beautiful lucha drop kick. That's a powerful drop kick. He's got a couple of variations. Whoa, of the drop kick, Jay Leone. That's one of the special things he brings to the table. Brandon clubbing hard. Brandon is a bigger statue guy by wrestling standards today, but he's like a friggin' gazelle out there. The kid has got air game. I mean, really. Some of the things he does out there in the ring are really impressive. I got to rub my eyes and go, did I just see that? And right now, he's just trying to break down Leone and throw him over the top. And Leone, and now the table is kind of been leveled. And look at Jake. He's going 30-style boxing on the torso with some palm strikes. Up and over goes Leone. And now he's going to try to throw him out again. That is the object here. And Brandon Campbell pumps the brakes, stays onto the top rope, and it's his turn to deliver a nice forearm to the jaw of Jay Leone. Jay Leone on him like white on rice. Here goes Brandon trying to dump him out over the top. Nothing pretty about that if he can do it, though. Jay hanging on for dear life. Jay able to just get deposited there and then hold Brandon off so he can try to figure out a way to get back in there. Or no, he's going to try to pull Brandon out, even smarter. These kids, see what I mean? Very innovative. And now they're both on the apron. There's no counting this because once again, guys, it's elimination to the floor. And they're having a war out there on the apron, a war of attrition. Going back and forth. Nothing illegal about that. There's no fists here. Little space between them. And I like this. I like seeing these guys go at it out here on the apron. Jay Leone comes back in, and that was a smart piece of business as he almost got Brandon out there. Nicely done. You got to hand it to the youngin', to the youngster Jay Leone, but you also got to hand it to Brandon, who comes in like I told you. Oh! And Jay Leone holding on to that sternum. That hurt. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon said. And there he goes. There's a strike, driving the young man back into the corner. Another strike while he's in the corner. Irish whip by the bigger of the two. Up and over goes Jay, and Jay got caught. Oh, but Jay puts a stop to that. Oh, right between the eyes. 4 minutes gone, 4 remain. Oh, beautiful innovation by Jay Leone. Happy birthday! Nope, Brandon will not do business. Brandon Campbell will not do business. Even on Jay's birthday. Look at him hang on there, but look at Jay trying to peel him off. That's got to be hard. And look at that. he couldn't protect his midsection while Brandon threw some knees and big-ass thighs. Brandon, though, is exhausted on the apron. Look at him suck wind. You can see his lungs expanding. He's wiped. Jay tries to capitulate. Brandon ties up both hands and throws a nice forearm in as he tries to get back into that ring. But let's face it, he's spent up. That's the kind of stuff that will really wear you down. Look at this Brandon out of nowhere. Unbelievable strength. And that'd be something. He's going to try to toss him out just like that. But Jay Leone now, it's his turn to not do business, and he got dropped on that top rope. 3 minutes remain. Jay Leone is on his butt. Brandon Campbell is getting his wind back, knocking the wind out of Jay Leone. Speaking of wind, see where he's placing those knees right into the floating ribs. He's got to hold it. You know what he's going to do? He's going to try to catapult him out over the top. This is a smart piece of business. But Jay, look at that. Oh, and that was really brilliant. So simple in its brilliance. Yep, if it was pinfall, he might have been able to get a 3 count there. But this fall, don't forget, you've got to throw your man out over the top. He's got to hit the floor to win this first fall in the triathlon match. And look at the amazing strength of Jay. But look at Brandon. Now that's smart, using your legs. Jay's never going to combat those legs. They're just too strong. Oh, and he drops him on his face. And there are 2 minutes left. 2 minutes remain. We might see a stalemate, guys. Honest to God. This is something else. These guys have been going at it tooth and nail. And look at how tired these youngsters are. You know what I mean? Jay Leone's the one on his butt. Brandon Campbell's the one on his feet. Throwing a snug strike in there. And there's a second one. You heard that man-on-man action, folks. Oh, Jay Leone ducks and grabs a hold of that waist. There will not be another one of those. Jay Leone says, it's my birthday, and I'm going to give you some of those. Nope, Brandon pumps the brakes that time. Here we go. Oh, backsplash, the whole ring move, man. That's a big-ass kid, folks. Badass Brandon Campbell. 1 minute, folks. 1 minute. Oh, look at that roundhouse. And it caught. Oh, but he fires back. Jay's not ready to go into that dark good night just yet. Oh! And look at that. Brandon tries to get up to his feet. And Jay, beautiful drop kick. Oh! At 7 minutes and 17 seconds, your winner of the first fall, the elimination fall, the birthday boy, Jay Leone. The 1 minute rest period has started, and guys, go ahead and weigh in. We're doing wrestling like it's never been done before, folks. It's called the PPW Original Concept Match. Triathlon match. 3 falls. It's the first to 2 falls. The first fall elimination over the top. This next fall coming up in 40 seconds will be via elimination. And then if there's a third fall necessary, that one will be just like a regular match, 8 minutes to pin your man. 30 seconds. Right now we've got Jay Leone up by a fall. Brandon Campbell's back is against the wall. And let's face it, that's when this kid is most dangerous if you know anything about badass Brandon Campbell. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submission fall! This should be interesting. These kids work out hard at the training facility. They work out hard. And I see them both out there, not just working on one different style, but several styles. And one of those styles with these 2 youngins is submissions. The name on the moniker is wrestling. And look at that, badass Brandon Campbell going for the single leg, and Jay Leone just turtle spinning him to stay on the back, and he's got control of Brandon. Right now, Jay Leone is on the back of badass Brandon Campbell, but Brandon is just too strong, and now he's got the upper hand on Jay Leone, and they're jockeying to try to get a hold on to try to make the other guy submit. And so far, they're both so young, so strong, so much endurance, and so talented. And there it is. Jay Leone hooks in the first hold. It's that waist lock. With that lower center of gravity, he stands a chance on that. Nope. Brandon powers out. Gets the single leg on Jay. Drops a leg on Jay's sternum. And Jay's face says it all. See how Brandon did not go for the pinfall. He chose to focus on that neck. So many muscles tie in and nerves tie in at the base of that neck, including the rhomboids. They're all tied in together. Now look at this. Brandon has got the right arm tied up. And has he got the left arm tied up? I believe he does. Nope. He's got the right arm tied up. Now he's got the left arm tied up. And Jay Leone is almost defenseless. Jay's working hard to get out of there, and he does. One big fell swoop arm wringer sends Brandon to his chest, and now Jay Leone cinched in that hammerlock. Some of you guys might say, oh, it's just a hammerlock, man. Like hell it is. Look at Jay Leone's power, and now he's also got the right arm chicken wing, rendering Campbell basically defenseless. Face down with a pants load is badass Brandon Campbell, but not for long. Look at the kid's face turn red, but look at that. He's pried one arm out. He's to his knees. Now let's see if he can get up with no small man, Jay Leone. Oh, and there he's out of harm's way. Now he's resting up, but he's got to get a hold on Leone, and it looks like Leone is the first one up. Now he's got himself wrapped around the body or the torso of Campbell, and he's on that chin lock. Referee Danny Dixon doing a great job making sure that's not a choke. Look at him wrench back. He's wrenching back, and look at badass Brandon Campbell's impressive strength. He's got one leg under. Now he's got both legs under, and this becomes a struggle for Jay Leone now, who's up there trying to make bargains. Backpack. Oh, but Jay Leone will not go silently into that dark good night as he's hooked on a body scissor. And look at Campbell's face, man. Campbell's in trouble. He's red from the waist up. It's a hell of an offense tonight by Jay Leone. They don't call him the relax. Look at this, though. Pinfall does not count. But he's putting all his weight on Leone, and he's taking the wind out of him. This is a smart piece of business. Oh, but Jay Leone just too strong. Gets that double underhook grip. And now that takes Brandon's offense away, or any chance of Brandon getting out of this body scissor, at least from this angle anyway. He's got him wrapped up, but look at Brandon scooch with everything that he has to try to get to the ropes to break this hold. He must be thinking about tapping. He must be desperate. He's desperate. Can he get over there? And he made it. Lucky for Brandon Campbell. Brandon's out of the hole, but the damage has been done. Jay Leone better do something quick, but it wore him out too. That was a lot of work to control a kid that size. 4 minutes gone, 4 to go. And look at Leone is really wrestling smart, man. I'm very surprised because it's been all him for the last 4 minutes with a couple of glimpses of hope for Campbell. Look at him, Jay up on that head and neck and back area. Switches sides, that's going to confuse Campbell. Pulling back on that neck, that rhomboid region. Compressing the vertebrae at the same time in the spine and the neck. Brandon reaching down deep to try to figure some way out of this, because right now it looks like Brandon Campbell is going to be eliminated 2 falls in a row. I spoke too soon. I forgot who I was talking about. Where did that come from? Unbelievable. Now he can't grab a hold, but he's out of harm's way. Brandon Campbell finally gets his win back, and he is out of harm's way. Now he's wrapped up on that dragon sleeper. 3 minutes left, and he is going to try to tap out or pass out Jay Leone. This is really a smart piece of business here. But look at Leone. What an impressive bridge, guys. He's up, but I think Brandon has an answer to that. He just answered that, didn't he? Drops him on the knee once. Oh, that second one shot the feet right out. And yes, that spine is unprotected as it keeps making full contact with the right knee of Badass Brandon Campbell, and that might do it. That might be it. Jay might not have any choice but to tap out or pass out. If he passes out, Badass Brandon Campbell takes away that option. But geez, this is very impressive, and I think a great depiction of the concept. Triathlon match, folks. This is the second fall. First fall won by Jay Leon, which was elimination over the top. This one is via submission. 2 minutes left. Uh-oh. Jay Leon getting creative in his old age, 21 tonight, as he got out of that hole by delivering a knee between the eyes of Badass Brandon Campbell. Jay is up. Jay, though, is caught. He got caught. Oh, and there's a solid chop. Jay hates chops. You saw him try to shrug that one off. Beautiful double underhook suplex, but it took a lot out of Campbell, too. Don't forget, this catch-as-can style takes so much out of you, folks. And it looks like Badass Brandon Campbell was the first one to oxygenate here. Badass Brandon Campbell now with the front face lock, front chancery type, as he's got that right arm tied in there too. Jay Leon's in trouble. Not for long. Jay gets that waist lock. 1 minute left. Jay Leon takes him down. That puts so much extra pressure, folks. Unbelievable. Jay Leon, no, Badass Brandon Campbell. Badass Brandon Campbell. No way. Look at the strength of this kid. Oh, and he's out of harm's way. And now we go to school. He's got Jay trapped. It's his form of the STF, but the left arm is trapped underneath there, and this is it. There's no way Jay's getting out. They tap. The winner of the second fall, Badass Brandon Campbell. And the 1 minute rest period has begun. And if I'm used kids, I'm taking advantage of this one. Well, that was pretty impressive. Jay Leon dominated the elimination round. He really did. But in fact, it was Brandon Campbell who kind of let Jay wear himself out. And then Brandon Campbell used his size and strength to his advantage, got Jay up for that power bomb, which blew all the air out of him and whatever energy he had left. And he was able to slip in that patented hold that he uses, which is really close to the STF, but it's not, as he traps the arm back there in a hammerlock position with it. So give that submission round to Badass Brandon Campbell. I told you, these guys are well-rounding week after week after week, training here and wrestling here, up to 3 matches a week. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deciding fall! Now this one, my friends, is going to be via pinfall. 8 minutes, the man to eliminate his opponent via pinfall. Just pin his ass, and you advance later on tonight, and you get to face off with Marcus the King Smith. And then tonight's theme, which is a triathlon tournament. You got young guys here, hungry, trying to make a name for themselves with the hundreds of thousands of idiots out there blocking their path. They've got to stand out, and they better be innovative. They better have that it that WWE is currently looking for. Or maybe they get lucky enough to end up in Japan or in Mexico for AAA or CMLL. And look at this here. Brandon goes for the single leg, and Jay grabs the bigger man, uses that lower center of gravity on the basket toss. These guys circling up. They don't want to make a mistake here. This is pinfall. It's got to be confusing when you're a young talent like this. First fall's got to be shocking. Over the top rope. Second fall, submission. They wore themselves out. You saw them. Now we just go into a regular match. The first, the pinfall. Goes Brandon into the corner. Jay Leon with 2 knees right to the collarbones. Oh, and there they are. CR again, only this time inverted. 1. Nope, Brandon will not do business. He kicked out at 1, folks. You can see these guys suck and win. Can you believe it? One of these guys is going to have to go right at it with Marcus the Kingsmith right after this match. They're going to get 2 minutes in between. Made a better man win, I guess. Oh, wait, that's another concept. Guys, Premier Pro Wrestling here on Rumble. Go ahead and follow us. I don't know why the followers don't match the views. All you got to do is click follow. It takes less than a second. Just like that big clubbing forearm that drove Jay Leone down by badass Brandon Campbell. It took only a second. Look at this. Brandon's got him up over the shoulder like a keg of beer. That's a 210-pound kid, folks. Nice power slam. Stampede style. A la Dr. Death Steve Williams. 1. Just a 1 count. And I'll tell you, that was intentional, too. Jay Leone will not give him the satisfaction of even hearing the 2 counts. Must be nice to be young. Look at this. These are palm strikes, folks. Perfectly legal, followed up by a forearm. Perfectly legal. Closed fists are not permitted. Reverses an Irish whip. Jay goes into the corner the hard way, and here comes big badass Brandon Campbell to continue that onslaught. He's going up to the second rope.
1, 2.
Is he punching him in the head? Brandon's supposed to be a baby face, but he's getting carried away here, I guess. Well, that's what happens when you get young guys' testosterone. Oh, and that was well-deserved. Jay Leone, quick goal thinking. Now Jay's going to fire back, and you hate to see this, guys. You really do. But, hey, all's fair in love and war, I guess. And look at that one. Brandon is staggered. Jay Leone takes out the left leg, goes for the cover. No. Badass Brandon Campbell was born at night, apparently not last night. He kicked out of that. Now Jay Leone is trying to keep control. That's a creative pinfall attempt via body scissor. Brandon, he's got to work to get him over. Can he get him over? He got him. Oh, that one was closer, but no cigar. No cigar. And look at this. 2 count. 4 minutes gone. 4 minutes gone. 1, 2. And that was nicely done. Oh, and a beautiful spear. Did you see his neck snap? 1, 2. No! Wow. That was a hard spear. That was a quick spear. Look at how tired these guys are, folks. Brandon Campbell with the upper hand. He's got to strike fast. Got Jay up there. Oh, he tried the Death Valley driver, and look at his variation of the stunner. But Brandon's very close to the ropes. Very close to the ropes. Doesn't need the ropes. He kicked out. Don't know how. That must have been all instinct. Yes, Jay Leone, that was very frustrating. The birthday boy is frustrated. The birthday boy is getting aggressive. Be aggressive. B-E, aggressive. 5 minutes gone. 3 remain. Badass Brandon Campbell up to his feet. And Jay delivering that front lung blower. That sends Brandon Campbell back into the corner. He's staggered. Jay's got to do something quick, but he's tired. Brandon takes advantage of that momentum or lack of it. Squashes the smaller man. Strike. Oh, Cole followed up with a clothesline. And now Jay Leone is in a bucket. Far corner from the camera. Watch this. I love when he does this. Oh, and this might do it. 1, 2. Oh, it doesn't get any closer than that. We might see a double knockout here, but no, it doesn't count. It's pinfall, my friends. 6 minutes gone. 1 minute remains. I can't believe it. I think we're going to see this thing draw, honestly. It's going to have to be a quick minute, man. How much juice do they have left? Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh! Poor Jay. All he wants is a win on his birthday. All he wants on his birthday is to win the Triathlon Tournament.
Come on, Jay, get on the ropes. Go, 1, 2, come on. Off the ropes.
Nope. Brandon will not do business again.
4, come on, Jay.
This is Slug Festival going on over here, folks. Brandon picks him up,
Off the ropes. 1.
fires him off. Nope, reversed by Jay Leone. Jay drops down. Oh, he caught him in midair. He caught him in midair in the vertical leap. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and finalist tonight to face Marcus the King Smith, badass Brandon Campbell. I'm going to go ahead and play his music. Well, I tell you, folks, that was one hell of a matchup, one hell of a showing by Jay Leone, and it was anybody's ball game tonight. These two guys are both very talented young men, and they've got bright futures if they can stick it out and do what this industry requires today. Today, the wrestling industry requires a certain kind of a specialty. Do you have something that World Wrestling Entertainment wants? Do you have something that they're going to hear about all the way over in Japan for New Japan Pro Wrestling? Do you have something special that they may hear about in an entirely different language down at AAA or CMLL in Mexico City, Mexico? Because that's what's up today, folks. We're coming down. Earlier, introducing your first finalist tonight. Once again, he is the current and reigning king of the Ironman, Marcus the King Smith. Marcus the King Smith.
All right, here we go. Start here.
And the next participant, badass Brandon Campbell. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say that Marcus probably has the upper hand here because he had more time to rest. Brandon's probably only had about 3 minutes to breathe. Marcus is back there for a whole half hour, 25 minutes. You know, and as soon as I'm going to ring the bell to hell with this. First fall. First fall, again, referee Danny Dixon reminding me it's via pinfall. This is going to be an interesting combo, folks. An interesting, odd pairing, but it's going to be interesting. Marcus the King Smith is currently compromised as Brandon's targeted the left arm of the King. Oh, my forearm, folks. I did arms today, and I've got a cramp. That was a nice wrist lock. Turns Marcus the King inside out. Look at the pressure Brandon's putting on the elbow with that figure 4 arm bar, if you like, or prefer on the arm. Marcus the King Smith sits out, takes some of that pressure off of the arm. Brandon's still got the hold, and he transitions into the hammerlock before Marcus can get too creative. But look at that. Marcus transitions from the arm to the head. And here we go. Brandon has no choice but to use his size. Fire him off. He drops down. Oh, he went head hunting. There's a nice arm drag by Brandon. And Marcus, as he goes back to the ropes, referee Danny Dixon's got to get between them. Don't forget, guys. Triathlon match, Triathlon Tournament. There we are. They lock up again. This is your final match tonight. It was Marcus the King Smith over Jay Hazard. That's Brandon Campbell over Jay Leone. Now we're in the final. Marcus went for the fireman's carry twice. It's been blocked. Brandon scores a fireman's carry and keeps the arm. And there's another one. Marcus is in trouble. Oh, that was innovation. He releases the arm. But I think his point's been taken. Right now, Brandon Campbell is officially in his shine. There's a headbutt. It took a lot out of Campbell, too. He might want to rethink that. There's not a lot of guys that can throw those headbutts unscathed. Matter of fact, I don't think anybody can unscathed. I think maybe the missing link, the late great Dewey Robinson's the only one that couldn't feel it. Oh, that was some quick goal thinking by Marcus. Use kids need to go on YouTube. YouTube search the missing link. You'll see what I'm talking about. But everybody else, I think, feels it. They just don't, quote unquote, sell it. You know, even Haku, King Haku, formerly. Here comes Marcus. Spending a lot of time again patting himself on the back. Oh, I'm glad that couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. That's going to pull on the groin muscles, folks. You ever torn a groin muscle? I have. Horrifying. And that could not have happened to a nicer guy. Honest to God, Marcus had that coming. That second one was pretty nice, too. That's how you get to know a guy. Squash him in the corner like that. Wish I could see Marcus's eyes from here. Oh, Marcus tries to get out of there, and look at that, what he gets for his trouble. Marcus is just staggered up there. He don't know where he is. And go for it. The first fall is pinfall. 1. Kicks out at 2. Kicks out at 2. 4 minutes gone. Marcus, I told you, hit the nail on that. What happened? 4 minutes gone. First man to pinfall here. Second round is elimination over the top rope. Oh, that was beautiful. 1, 2. Oh, I thought Marcus was going to win the fall right there. Third fall if needed. Yes, that'll be a knockout. Wow, that was really innovation by Marcus. That was an accident, probably. 1, 2. No! Instead of if he would have focused on what he was doing instead of talking about how great he was in defending his use of the tights, he probably would have had the match won. Marcus on Brandon's head before Brandon can get up. Again, I say it every week. Why do they put a bit into the horse's mouth? Because if you control the horse's head, you control the body, i.e. the idea behind the headlock. Well, Brandon Campbell, though, strong as an ox, powers out of that one. Oh, this is a nice open palm roundhouse. 5 minutes gone. Oh, do you see that post? Folks, that post weighs 200 pounds and it's 1, 2. Marcus tried to use the ropes, but he couldn't reach it. He couldn't reach it as fate would have it. And that keeps Brandon alive in this one. I thought Mark was going to do what Mark does on that, but he did it. Anyway, yes. That post that Brandon hit weighs about 250 pounds. Oh, what a power slam and a cover. Hook of the leg. Got to hand it to Marcus. He has got some resilience in him as well. Is he likable? No. But the guy can wrestle, and he belongs in 4 corners in that squared circle. I bet you right now he's rethinking his career choice as he's begging and trying to make a deal with badass Brandon Campbell. He's praying. He's bringing the Lord into this. And there goes, he's trying to get out of there. 6 minutes gone, 2 remain. And look at this. Uh-oh. Oh! And there. You know, it's not like Marcus didn't earn that, right? Am I lying? Oh, and we were playing lawn darts with Marcus's head. The thing that's going to make me nervous if he sticks to that turnbuckle and can't get out. But he's getting all of that turnbuckle. Brandon Campbell coming in. Whoa, and that was nothing pretty about that one. And Marcus just drops like a bad habit. 90 seconds! And here goes right in the perfect spot for Brandon Campbell. You saw him use that Brandon bomb earlier. And here it comes. Oh! Marcus came loaded for bear, though. The knees. Come on. 1, 2, 3. The winner of the first fall, Marcus the King Smith. The 1 minute rest period has begun. Once again, folks, they've got 1 minute to step. Marcus could risk disqualification if he touches Brandon before that minute's up. Now, once again, it's not what the referee knows, it's what the referee could prove. Marcus is very, very hard to follow and keep track of out there, so referee's got to have all of his senses, especially sight and especially hearing. And, that was something else. Marcus able to hook the ropes again and come out on top with the first fall. Brandon's in trouble over there, and don't let frustration get to you, kid. You got to have more heart than that. You do. In today's industry, you got to have heart. You got to have resilience. Marcus over here patting himself in the back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second fall. Submission, folks. Submission fall. This should be interesting. Marcus the King Smith coming in early, and he's going to go ahead with his wrestling game and try to out-wrestle badass Brandon Campbell and submit him. He's targeted the left leg early. To remember, this Marcus the King Smith who beat Heavy Metal Jake Hazard with the figure 4. Did he have help? Yes. But it was the figure 4. Look at Brandon's hand. So close. Oh! That was some quick goat thinking by Marcus the King Smith. His trunks tonight are very Midnight Express-esque, if you ask me. Brandon Campbell in that toe hold. You might say, oh, just a toe hold. Hey, Dory and Terry Funk won a lot of titles, especially in Japan with that toe hold, including, I think, a victory or 2 over Harley Race, maybe even the great Stan Hansen. Submission round, folks. Brandon needs this. If he doesn't get this, he may as well hand tonight's hard work right over to Marcus Smith. Oh, that was uncalled for. Dixon giving him a warning. And now Marcus is playing games. He's doing what Marcus does, trying to keep Brandon down. Oh, and Brandon playing a little possum on the King. Now it is Brandon with the legs of Marcus the King Smith, and he's going to turn it into a Boston Crab. Yeah! Look at, the King though. Oh! I told you a little prick could wrestle back into that toe hold. And he is cinching in that figure 4 in almost record time, man. The bigger they are, the harder this move is. His patella ligaments, his patella tendons could pop. Marcus has really got that cinched in and tied in deep. Look at Brandon's body language. It's not by accident Marcus is doing the old sit and spin. He's set and spin for a reason. Danny Dixon, unbeknownst to him. We saw this earlier. Come on, ref. Turn around. Marcus the King Smith. And there it is. Catch him. Please, Dixon, catch him. Don't give up, Brandon. Don't give up. If he submits here, it's Marcus the King Smith tonight. It's the Marcus the King Smith show. He's rearing back on that figure 4. He's really rearing back on that thing. He's not even using the ropes. He is now. Come on, ref, catch him. Come on, ref, catch him. Catch him. He caught him. He might disqualify him. No, he's going to get him to the count of 5. Marcus got caught. Marcus had to release the hold anyway. Brandon just helped him along. He sped up the process with that shot to the jaw. But as the damage been done, too badass Brandon Campbell. Marcus is stumbling too. It's hard to work that hold. It took a toll on Mark. Now I think what he's trying to do is, and I can't help it, I love this hold. If he can do it, he's trying to apply the bow and arrow, and there it's about half applied. But it is an attempt at the bow and arrow lock. A hold that was made famous, I think probably invented by the late, great Chief Bobby Bald Eagle. Go ahead and go down that rabbit hole on YouTube. Bobby Bald Eagle, not Bobby Bold Eagle. But look at this here, Brandon Campbell elbowing those thighs, and that's a smart piece of business. That hurts, that aches, and it's a big muscle, hard to miss. 4 minutes gone. Yeah, the thighs are very hard to miss. That's Marcus the King Smith, who's probably feeling those cramps in his thighs. It's been a long night for both of these guys, man. Uh-oh, Brandon's like, let me help you. I can't wait to see what's coming. Maybe that dragon sleeper. Oh, he's trying to get him up for that reverse suplex, but Marcus the King Smith hung on. Brandon said, it's okay, I can shift gears. I'm ambidextrous. And he's got him in a dragon sleeper over his left knee. Marcus, check the hair. Brandon up again, drops him on the spine and neck again. The rhomboid reaching. Well, Marcus is, oh, and how did he pull that out of his ass? Marcus taking a lot of time, but he hit him. He hit him with that leg drop. He's got to lock in a hold, though. The object here is to submit your man. 5 minutes gone. Yeah, that really took a lot out of Brandon. Now he's got on what he likes to call the rings of science. And Brandon might be ripe for the picking here, because did not see a lot of movement after that cutoff, the creative scissor kind of leg drop. He's got it locked in. Brandon's not moving. He must be speaking because the referee's not checking his arm. He is now. He must have stopped. There's one. That dropped like a dead fish. Toe. This might be it. No. Thank God. We never around here would have heard the end of it if Marcus won tonight. 6 minutes gone. 2 remain. 2 minutes. Marcus the King Smith has got to release the hold if he likes it or not, because Brandon's just too much man for him. And that double hammer. And look at Brandon here trying to bang it into 5th gear. He's going to try. No, I thought he was going to choke slam him. Nope, I forgot it was about submission. Brandon, remember, now he's got that dragon sleeper locked in, and it's up like that so he can put all his 6'4" into it. Marcus the Kingsmith whacks his way out of it. Marcus the Kingsmith on the ropes. Marcus the Kingsmith, 2, 3. And he puts that smart buster on him, but he's got to lock a hold in. He's got to lock a hold in. If he doesn't lock a hold in, it's all for nothing. 1 minute left. Brandon says, I will not do business. Marcus took way too much time. Marcus the King Smith is in trouble, folks. He is in trouble. Look at this here. I don't know what's going on, but it's not going to be good for Marcus. Oh, there it is. There it is. 30 seconds. Marcus is in trouble. He's not afraid to let us know what he thinks. 20 seconds. All Brandon's got to do is hang on, and he's tied this one up. 10, 9, 8. That's it. Winner of the submission round, Badass Brandon Campbell. After the 1 minute rest period, we will go to a third and final fall 8-minute round by knockout. Well, that's something. Brandon fighting from underneath. Marcus the King Smith favoring that left leg. Look at Brandon over here. He's had a hell of a long night, as they both have. Referee's had a long night. He's checking on Marcus to make sure he can continue. I don't see him over there getting investment information. Referee check on Brandon. Marcus is good to go. 30 seconds. We're going to have a third fall here. If the man couldn't continue, the one that couldn't continue would have lost. 20 seconds. It's been a good night, folks. I think it's been a decent night of wrestling, even if I do say so myself. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knockout fall! The winner of this fall wins the tournament tonight. This is via knockout, which I think is very creative in pro wrestling today. Once again, PPW original concept matches. We have so many original This is a setup. He's trying to kill time, Brandon. I know it. Don't shake his hand. Marcus the King Smith. Handshake to a shot to the jugular.
Come on, Brandon.
And wow, he almost got knocked right off his feet right there, and it would have counted in this fall. Oh, thump. That was right in the sternum. I think Mark hurt his hand. Marcus might want to rethink that plan of attack. That's a perfect time to say, watch what you wish for, because that discus forearm was a son of a bitch. Marcus throws a nice, formidable forearm. Comes off the ropes, and look at that, right into choke slam. Oh, oh! Count it, goddammit.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Marcus is up. Marcus is up. You get the gist of it now. Marcus with a kick to the solar plexus. Marcus, what's he gonna do? Oh, and that was pretty snug in my opinion. But Brandon is still on his feet. Marcus goes up to the second. Oh, that was off the top. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Brandon's up. Marcus gets on him, and that's what you got to do. If you touch your opponent while he's down, the count starts over. Marcus going up to the second again. This time Brandon caught him, and there's a backdrop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Marcus is up. Marcus is up. These guys have had a long night. Nobody wants to make a mistake, and Mark just made one. Brandon caught that chop. Marcus so out of it. Oh, Brandon caught it again. Unbelievable. He's got that Mr. Miyagi thing going on in the ring right before our very eyes. Marcus, I don't know what he's doing, he's just standing there. Then he went for another one, and Brandon Campbell proving that the mind is mightier than the bosom, and now they're both stumbling. Oh, and that elbow right between the eyes drives Mark back into the ropes. The rope's the only thing holding him up. Brandon resting in the corner. What else can you do after a night? Oh, and Marcus cuts him off. 1, 2. No, Marcus stops the knockout. He must not have felt confident there. This round is by knockout. Okay, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Brandon's up. The count stops. Irish whip into the corner. Brandon's down. Marcus picked him up. The count does not start.
I touched him.
Must not have been satisfied with just a big corner. I don't think I would have either. Guy the size of Brandon Campbell. 4 minutes gone. 4 remain. Brandon's up. Oh, Marcus the King Smith. Oh, and that lung blower. 2, 3, 4. Brandon's up. The count stops. Oh, that was very innovative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! Wow, that's heart right there. What a display of heart by badass Brandon Campbell.
Don't you work!
Mark is so frustrated right now. And look at this, Brandon Campbell. He's on Queer Street. Those legs are pasta right now. Pasta angel hair. Neck breaker, got most of it. 1, 2, 3. And Marcus picked him up. I think he's making a big mistake. 5 minutes gone, 3 remain. I think he's making a big mistake unless he follows up with something big right now. He's going for another neck breaker, and Brandon pumps the brakes. Sky high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and it's Marcus's turn. Brandon's getting frustrated. It's his turn to get frustrated. Marcus, you got to hand it to him there, too. That is some courage. It is some inspiration. Oh, and that could not happen to a nicer guy. And I'll tell you, it sucks even more when you got a nice coat of sweat on your back like Marcus does from these hot lights and wrestling all night. Marcus turns away from there. Marcus on the second rope. I don't know what he's trying to do up there. 6 minutes gone, 2 remain. He's caught up there. Whatever he tried to do, he put himself in the worst possible position he could. Nope, I spoke too soon. Marcus the King Smith has turned chicken shit into chicken salad. Power bomb from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! Marcus the King Smith has got to be frustrated. He's got to be frustrated.
And the belt! And the reason...
Brandon on Queer Street. Marcus giving him too wide a berth. Oh! 1 minute left. 1 minute remains. Brandon Campbell has got Marcus compromised. Brandon Campbell going to the top on Marcus the King Smith. Watch this. Oh! That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your winner tonight of the Triathlon Match Tournament, badass Brandon Campbell. Let's play his music and turn on the lights. He earned it, folks. Marcus Smith and Brandon. That's what my cats do to each other. Your winner tonight, Triathlon Tournament, badass Brandon Campbell.